I'm pulling a Ryan on this one. How did he do it? Like this? Call me a copycat. I don't care. Hello there guys, this is Christy Lewis with Dostoevsky in Space, and today I am here to announce a read-along. I'm going to be reading along with Victoria from Victoria Reads Too Much, Michael from Michael Nip, and Ryan from Seeking Stories, and we are going to be reading The Way of Kings, Words of Radiance, and Oathbringer in the next 6 months. Whoa. The whole idea is to catch ourselves up so that we are ready for Rhythm of War. We would like to invite you to join us to read these 3,500 pages, I think, over the next 6 months, so it's doable. This series, in case you need convincing, you probably don't need convincing. On Goodreads, it's ridiculous how high the overall ratings are, and they're so well deserved. It's won so many literary awards. It has won even more hearts. It definitely won my hearts. Brandon Sanderson is the only author that I really fell in love with while I was reviewing fantasy from 2015 to 2017. He's the one author that I have stuck with. Compulsively picked up multiple books by him because I just couldn't wait. Words of Radiance is my favorite fantasy of all time. Although, of course, I love Lord of the Rings, but they're very different styles. It's almost like comparing apples and oranges. The Way of Kings is more readable, whereas the Lord of the Rings, the descriptions are, it's like a little bit more distant, whereas The Way of Kings is always written within somebody's perspective. I wouldn't call Sanderson a wordsmith, but he's a worldsmith. He's a magic smith. And his characterizations and his plot twists are really good. And it's just so rare that you find an author with so many tools. He's compelling, he's got great characters, great plot twists, and his worlds are amazing. So again, his prose, like I said, is pretty clear. It's like a clear window rather than a stained glass window, which is something that Ryan just talked about in his 100 pages breakdowns of Way of Kings. If you haven't seen Ryan's channel, he is breaking down every 100 pages. He does a video about The Way of Kings. Michael Nip also has 3 great reviews of each of the books, and I really like how he introduces the books to you before the spoiler section, so if you just kind of want to know what the books are about, I do recommend Michael's reviews. And his enthusiasm is infectious. His enthusiasm is what made me want to reread these. Sanderson also has a really unique way of representing religions and faith in his stories. I've never read anybody who handles like fate and religious figures and the beginning of religious movements and characters who have their own faith and just all those kinds of themes. I've never read an author who quite handles it like he does, and it's so innovative to me and so unique. It's really like the mega draw for me to Sanderson's works. So I've read 12 of Sanderson's books, and my overall rating is 4.5. I only rated 2 books below 4 stars. They're both 3.5. They're both still good stories. And most of his works are 5s for me. So he's my favorite living author. I think I can safely say that. I haven't enjoyed some of his more recent works quite as much, but honestly, I still enjoyed it more than most modern fiction that I read. So even when to me he's not at his best, he's still the best. So, I don't know if that convinced you, but I really hope you will join us. I forget if I said this. We're reading Way of Kings in June and July, Words of Radiance in August and September, and Oathbringer in October and November. And use the hashtag Stormalong2020. Any videos that you make about Stormlight during the next June through November, I'm gonna put together a playlist, so let me know too if you do a video. I will be checking the hashtag to put things in the playlist. However, if I don't include your video in the playlist, please do let me know. I'd love to add it. Now, my friends and I, Victoria, Michael, and Ryan, are going to be doing live shows approximately every 2 weeks in the book club on Facebook. They'll be at 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern time. And we will be reading approximately 25% of the book before each live stream. I'll put the schedule in the club for you so that if you want to join us for the live streams and chat with us, which would be so fun. We're having, again, such a fun time talking in the book club because there's really nothing like just talking face to face about a book, and we're having such a blast. I'm really looking forward to talking about Stormlight this way with people who I think are going to be fans. Victoria and Ryan, they're on their first read through. We'll see what they think. Victoria has been reading a lot of Sanderson stuff on her channel lately, and she really enjoys Mistborn, and she did like a vlog for a launchers, which I love. I will link their channels below and also their announcement videos so you guys can check out their channels. They're all amazing booktubers. I do highly recommend all of their channels. Way of Kings, Words of Radiance, and Oathbringer are going to be the book club picks for the next 3 months. My eyes have seen I usually let people vote on what the book club picks are going to be. However, I knew that if I was going to reread these books, I knew that I wasn't going to be able to do a vote and then promise to read whatever book was picked if it wasn't Stormlight, because Stormlight is going to be my priority for the next 6 months. But back to Stormlight. This is gonna be so much fun, guys, because I already know they're great. I also think I'm gonna try doing premieres on the reviews of the Stormlight books, just like I'm planning to do it on the Hunchback of Notre Dame. I will have the book club linked below, so you can just head on over there. It's called the Christian Critics Club. You don't have to be a Christian to join. It's very inclusive. I called it that so that we can read some things like theology and stuff like that, which we've read in the past. But we're very welcoming, I promise. And we would all really appreciate it if you spread the word about this read-along, because the more the merrier. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.